The RAM-7 has been out for over a week, and let's be honest, most players still can't control it. But mastering this beast comes down to a simple formula: 3 essential skills you must learn, and 3 fatal mistakes you must avoid. Get those right, and the gun becomes a top-tier monster. This is the definitive guide, and it all starts with a build. Alright, let's go through our best build for the RAM-7. This build leans into the gun's core identity as a flex AR that's more aggressive than a classic option like the Kilo 141. Here's the exact 5 attachment combination. First, for the muzzle, you need the monolithic suppressor. This gives us a crucial 10% boost to the damage range. Next is the absolute heart of this build, the Forged Tac Eclipse barrel. This gives us a massive 30% increase in damage range and 25% faster bullet speed, ensuring your shots hit instantly with maximum power. For the stock, we're using the XRK Ultralight Hollow. Now, this hurts our base stability, but it gives back vital ADS movement speed, which is what allows you to strafe and be a harder target while holding down a sightline. For ammunition, the 50-round mags are essential. The RAM-7 has a fast 860 RPM, and you will need every one of those bullets to win sustained fights. And finally, for the rear grip, the granulated grip tape. This is absolutely essential. It provides a huge 15% improvement to your ADS bullet spread, which is the key stat for keeping your shots tightly grouped and on target at range. An aggressive build also needs to be fast, so how does our best build stack up? Our RAM-7 clocks in at a 260 millisecond ADS time. This puts it right in the heart of the fast-handling AR category, clustered closely with its main rivals. For comparison, the Grau is slightly faster at 251 milliseconds, and the Type 19 is nearly identical at 262 milliseconds. The fastest gun in this class is the XM4 at an exceptionally quick 229 milliseconds. But our build for the RAM-7 strikes the perfect balance between that raw quickness and the stability you actually need to win the fight. This isn't just a fast build, it's a smart one. So now that you have this high risk, high reward build, you need the skills to control it. This requires a specific approach. Skill number 1 is mastering the recoil, and we're going to do this in 2 levels. Level 1 is essential control. This is what you'll need for 99% of your gunfights. Level 2 is full mastery for those of you who want to become true experts with this weapon. Let's start with level 1, focusing on the first 20 shots, because most of your gunfights will be won or lost right here. Luckily, the pattern is simple. It's a quick two-phase movement. For the first 10 shots, pull straight down. For the next 10 shots, pull down and to the right. Master this simple pattern, and you are ready for ranked play. Now, for level 2, full mastery, this is for the hardcore players. We're breaking down the entire 50-round pattern. If you can learn this, you will control a full spray out ranges other players can't even dream of. Here is the 5-phase pattern. Phase 1, the first 10 shots. The kick is pure vertical. Your counter is simple. Pull straight down. Phase 2, shots 11 to 20. The recoil kicks up and to the left. You must adjust your swipe to pull down and to the right. Phase 3, shots 21 to 30. The pattern stabilizes going straight up again. Ease off and return to a straight down pull. Phase 4, shots 31 to 40. Now, the key transition. The pattern kicks back up and to the right. You must reverse your counter movement and pull down and to the left. Phase 5, the final 10 shots. The pattern stabilizes one last time, going straight up. Finish your spray with a final straight down pull. Skill number 2 is mastering your engagement range. This build is a monster in 2 zones, but it has a critical dead zone you must avoid. The moment this gun crosses the 22 meter mark, its time to kill skyrockets to 280 milliseconds. In that dead zone, between roughly 22 and 30 meters, you are at a massive disadvantage. The data proves it. Meta ARs like the Type 19 and the XM4 both kill in 240 milliseconds in that same range. That's a 40 millisecond advantage that they have over you, which you cannot afford to give up. But here's the reward for playing smart. From 30 meters all the way out to 45 meters, becomes one of the most reliable and elite times to kill in the entire game at that range. And the third essential skill is changing your playstyle. The 260 millisecond ADS time on this build is simply too slow for reactive run and gun fights. The key skill you must learn to compensate for this is pre-aim discipline. You have to use your map knowledge to anticipate where enemies will be and aim down your sights before you see them. This build is all about rewarding prediction, not reaction. But even the best prediction can be ruined by something you can't react to at all. A random lag spike. You can master the RAM-7 perfectly, but your gameplay will always be a gamble if your connection is unstable. That's why I use ExitLag Mobile, to take the gamble out of my connection. It stops those random lag spikes that get you killed and makes your connection over twice as stable so your shots actually register. It just makes every match feel fair. It works by finding a more stable route for your connection, giving you peace of mind that every fight is a fair fight. It's incredibly simple. You just find your game and tap one button. If you're ready to stop gambling with your games, try ExitLag Mobile for free for 3 days using my link or the QR code on screen. Use my code KITH for over 15% off a subscription, and a huge thank you to ExitLag Mobile for sponsoring this guide. Alright, now that your connection is consistent, let's make sure your decisions are too. Let's cover 3 mistakes that will get you killed. Alright, now you have the skills. Now let's cover the 3 mistakes that will get you killed every single time in this build. Mistake number 1 is the SMG Ego Challenge. The data shows our build can compete with some SMGs. In a fair fight, you will sometimes beat a Fennec or a QQ9. The mistake is getting an ego and thinking you can beat all of them. Top tier SMGs like the VMP and the USS9 still kill faster than you. The pro level skill here isn't just aiming, it's knowing your specific matchups and picking your fights. Mistake number 2 is forgetting the dead zone. Remember what we learned? Between 22 and 30 meters, this gun is at a massive disadvantage. You will get smoked by more stable ARs if you challenge them in this range. If you get caught in a fight here, do not ego challenge. Your only move is to find cover and reposition to either close the gap or create more distance. And the third and final mistake is trying to spray at long range. Yes, this build has an elite time to kill at distance, but that stat means nothing if you can't control the full 50 round spray. A more stable option like the Odin will win that spray fight every single time. You must switch to controlled burst firing at that range. This is the only way to win those fights as it constantly resets the recoil and ensures your shots land on target. Master those skills, avoid those mistakes, and this build becomes an incredibly powerful and efficient option. Despite all the technical details, it is nonetheless an incredibly fun gun to use. But the RAM-7 is just one piece of the Season 8 meta. To complete your arsenal, you need 2 things: the best builds and the best guns. For my complete guide to the 10 best loadouts you need for ranked, click the video on the left, and to see the definitive top 10 guns for this season, click the video on the right.